Hi guys, this is Dr. Aeronautics, and this is Norsden Land to Neso episode 14. And we have 4 goals this episode, which can be condensed to 3. Some changes have occurred here, so I'm going to go ahead and show those. There's 3 major changes that occurred. The second thing that we're going to do is build our first train capable of its own movement. And third, we're going to then test the train for its operation and make sure it works. So the other time when I explained that the quarry was getting low, my boat glitched out a little bit, and so I was stuck in it for an hour of real time. So in that time, I did escape, by the way, successfully. So in that time, if you're wondering, it happened because of a dock mishap. And that's the other thing that I wanted to explain about. But anyway, the quarry had finished by that time. You can see we now have a whole bunch more stuff. And because of that, I needed to look for a new place to put the quarry, and I found a good place, which is up near, it's actually west of Rush Lake, and it might be, I think it's really close to getting off the map. It's the last western small lake in the very southwest corner there before going off the map. It's a few hundred miles west of, that's south. This is west. It's a few hundred miles west of Norsden Land. Not Norsden Land. New Venice. Okay, so then to start, the 3 things that we need to review on. First, you may have noticed on the map, but I have installed dockyards. So you can now park boats up, and that's the mishap I had, is I was constructing this at the same time, and then when I compiled the ship, it drew the water away, and these boats are like regular vanilla boats in that you get sucked into a whirlpool, and I was stuck into a whirlpool that was shoving me onto the ground. I became beached and could not decompile, and that was really bad. Like I said, it took an hour of real time. Okay, so here are the dockyards. I have a number of larger A gates and a bunch of smaller B gates. So the A gates are used for larger ships, and the B gates are used for boats like the one that we have parked up there. The other thing that I did was finally dredge this portion of the harbor. You can now see there is a channel that goes down here, and that's complete, so we shouldn't get reefed up on the ground anymore. And we have a number of dockyards on this side. Okay, so secondary is the quarry, and it's moved, so we're going to use W45, the route W45, to access it, because it's faster than going the old way to the quarry. This is more direct because this one is further to the north. And then again, in addition, 2 more things that I've done is extend the plan for the railroad and the road plan. If we go to the exploration map, this is New Venice. I've extended the railroad plan, not the railroad itself, but the plan. I have gone way out west to about here. I've gone about 700 blocks or miles westward, far into the interior, and still much of the same sort of terrain, but that's planned out. And the Route W45 is planned out about half that distance, so out to about here, and goes over multiple multiple creeks and even some large rivers and bayous. So that is probably going to be about 400 meters or miles to the west of New Venice. In case you're joining me late in the series, this is a scaled down version of real world, so we're declaring as 1 meter equivalent to the mile, which means we're 235 miles west of New Venice. Well, that was confusing. Okay, so the first major hill we just went over, and we're now about 100 miles west of the quarry. Remember what I said about the road, the rails, and the utility pipes coming together? Further west, here is the quarry, and here is where they intersect. This is the road, this is the pipe, and this is where the railroad is supposed to go. And it looks like this is the end for here. It's the end of my food, certainly. But no, I have planned the route on. It goes at least another 200 meters. If I were on far, you still wouldn't be able to see the end of the plan. There's several bridges. You can see in the lower left-hand corner of my mini-map, there's one of the bridges there. It goes far down south because of the lake it has to get around. And the railroad plan goes at least 3 times this far from New Venice. I think I saw 900 meters is the furthest west I've ever gotten, which is far, and we're going to need a new map soon. Okay, so the new quarry is now about 16 meters down. This is where it is. Like I said, we now have a third operation. We have more wattage, and the quarry moves much more quickly, which means we need to set it up much more often. Or we can upgrade to the 48 by 48 quarry, but we're going to need a lot of space for that. It's getting late in the day now, so we're going to head back, and I am going to show you the subway, which I have completed. I finally got enough iron, and everything was done. I finished the eastbound segment of the blue line, green line concurrency, and I finished both northbound and southbound of the green and orange line concurrency. In addition, I have also added the yards and the platforms, and lastly, we'll go this way to make a shortcut, and lastly the crossovers. I now have crossovers built in. So I had so much redstone for the last quarry, I was like, what to do with it? And as it turns out, just the right amount of material, I decided to use it as platform brick. So you can see Enterprise Station there in Jeremy Cove, and here is both segments of the red line, and here is a crossover. And it is purposefully set right now so that if I'm driving on the proper line, it will not switch me. If I'm going eastbound on the line here, you can see I will cross over to this line here. However, if I were going westbound on the correct line, then I will cross over to here. And if I was on the wrong line, going eastbound on the westbound, then it reroutes me to the eastbound. So it's actually a safety feature in addition to that, inhibiting head-on collisions. Of course, if we were on the blue line, because this is also the blue line concurrency, if we go to the map here, you can see this is the section that I just fixed along with this one. We are right here at the Faraday Center, and you can see the blue line terminates here. And so what I do to turn around the blue line trains is flick this switch, and then I can reroute the train around to here, sending it back down into the tubes for its next journey. So as we continue here, and this is going to be very interesting, we're actually going to follow the blue line through the metro so that you can see all the different things here. The first segment, and here's our first underground crossover right here. Again, the same basic design. Oops. And then we continue on, and then we come down to here. And this is where the blue line separates from the red line. That continues on to the Capitol Center station, and if I do that, it will switch us on to the blue line. So we will have to stop the train occasionally and get out in order to fix these until a better interface can be designed. But that's okay for the time being. Okay, so here is the orange line now. This is the flyover junction that I was talking about. So we're on the eastbound blue line, and this is the orange line here now joining up. So now it's the blue and orange concurrency. Then we go through the interchange station, and then we continue. This is the dockyard station, and here it is again. This is where the blue and the orange line split. If I do that, we'll go forward onto the orange line, and then if I switch it like it's supposed to be, then we will move out onto the blue line through the next flying junction. And then we come to here. And this is set wrong. This is the... Yes, that is set wrong. I don't know why that is. So that's correct. So this is the blue-green line concurrency. And if we were coming from the green line where it meets the orange line, the green line trains will come up through here. Why does that sound always happen in the flying junctions? It's the worst place. Like, I sometimes get lost when I walk through them. Okay, so the green line trains would come up through here, and if we were a blue line train going the wrong direction of the track, we could switch it that way. Or if we were a green line train wanting to come onto the track, then we would do that. That would continue us on there. So, unless we're going the opposite direction, this switch should not really have to be switched at all. Because if we were coming on blue, we would cross over, and if we were coming from green, we would cross over. Huh. That's lucky. Okay, so now the blue-green line concurrency, we go down to the Quarrel Street station, which is here. This goes up to the city, which is now night. And then we continue again. Here is another crossover that you can use to route the trains around. And now we go through the next flying junction, and this is the yellow line. So now it becomes the blue, green, and yellow line concurrency, which you can see on this map here. We now meet at the Ironway station and then continue up north through the line there. So if we go back to this, you can see the yellow line trains come this direction, and again we luck out because the blue line trains also come this direction. You don't have to switch anything. It's the Ironway station, and then we go down to the double tunnel, which is here. This would be... Let me see if that were Ironwood Junction, or just Ironwood, then this should be Chateau Library. And if we continue again, yes, this is the Central Station, lol, because this has a connection with the railroad, which is here. And then as we continue, the end of the line at the North Center Station. So that is the blue line, and we're going to go back on the yellow line now. Directly following the track as a train would, which will come soon. There is a concurrency junction right there. This would be the... see, I'm already getting lost. 1 second. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, this is just a crossover. Yeah, so these switches are set for the yellow line. This is for the... That's for the blue line and green line going westward. Astoria Station, another crossover, and then the double tunnel right here to the Capital City Station. And that's right here. I shouldn't say City Station, Capital Station. Okay. So that is the tunnel wrap-up. Let me take care of these, and then we'll come back for the construction of the train. Right, so now we have all of the ingredients here. This is all it takes. 3 wood, 30, supposed to be 30 iron, 1 flint, and 3 water. So I also have a stack of coal that we're going to use as a fuel. And this is going to be a steam engine. We're basically going to use the power of pressurized steam with which to drive a pressure-driven cylinder to drive our wheels. And so I have turned the smeltery into... Smeltery had moved downstairs. This is now the Norsden Land Railway Company. We have some furnaces here with which to smelt stuff in. And then this is where we're going to stick our iron. Still have the original stuff in here from the smeltorium, which we're going to put downstairs. And then here's our assembly tables. We are going to build the Sharap runoff locomotive, which is here. So this should be relatively simple. As I recall, we'll do a stick. Is the first thing we need. Followed by a flint and steel. And we need to craft these parts in here. This should give us an iron firebox. Ooh, cool. 2 iron fireboxes. So I can make another train. Okay, so iron fireboxes. That was weird. Achievement get. Iron parts. Excellent. What else do we need? Okay, so there's the firebox. We need an iron boiler. So we need 3 buckets. Whoa, you can store stuff in there. That's good to know. So it's going to be 3, 3, and 3. No. Oh, yeah, and they stack. So there's 3 buckets. Now we need 3 water. Where could we ever find water? Have you forgotten that we live on a swamp? There's 2. There's 3. Okay, so the way a boiler is made is by 3 buckets in the middle and then 6 iron around the outside. Yes! 2 boilers again! So we might be able to almost directly make a second steam engine. That's great. I already have plans. I want the second steam engine to be the generic version, which is here, the steam locomotive. This is going to be our second train. It should go a little bit faster than the what's that thing called again? Sharapranov. Okay. So now we have a boiler, we have a firebox, we have a stick. We need a wood crate, wooden wheels, and the smokestack. I believe I remember how to make all of those. Yes, and again, 2 iron chimneys. Perfect. Oh yeah, we're going to be able to make it. I'm not making it right away, but you know, when we want to make it, we're not going to have to work up to it. What's that? I guess that's what it looks like. Wait, so what's left? That should be all of our iron that we need. Right. The box. So I'm getting confused because it looks just like a crafting table. Two wooden frames. I love this mod so much. It gives you 2 of everything. Right now, the only thing that's left should be the wooden wheels. And if we're unlucky, it'll be what the crafting recipe states, and that is we need a spruce wood in the middle. And what that means we have to take a trip all the way up north. I don't want to do that, so please give me wooden wheels. No! You do need spruce wood. Oh well. Okay, we're going to have to go way up north and cut down a tree. So, I will chest all of this stuff and then restart the video. I'm going to hop on my boat and we're going to ride it up to Forest Coast, and I will restart the video when I get there. Bye. For now, I'll be back. Okay, so, we're close to Forest Coast now, and I looked at an Enderman, but I don't think he can get me because I'm mobile. Because I'm mobile and surrounded by water, so you're basically screwed. Ah, okay, so here's a spruce forest right here. I forgot the map, so I have no idea where I am. All I know is that I'm south of Forest Coast. Is this an island? It's either a peninsula or an island. Yeah, all I know is that I'm south of Forest Coast. Let's see if... Yeah, it's night, unfortunately. So let's see if we can go into the harbor. Oh, yeah. I forgot to mention, the time I made that map, of Forest Coast, let me see, is this a, okay, yeah, we can get in there. The time I made that map of Forest Coast, it was nighttime, and so I got stranded on an island, and then I got my boat up and running so I could leave. And then a lone zombie decided to follow me. So I was trolling him, like troll fishing. Just when he gets close to the edge of the ship, then I accelerate away from him again. And I kept on doing that for about 1 kilometer until sunrise. And then when that happened, I just tore off from him, bailed out, not bail out, what's the word I'm looking for? Peeled out, and accelerated away from him. Okay, now these are spruce as well. I'm gonna guess we. Oh, so I do know where we are. We're not in Forest Coast. We're at the we're kind of close to it. We're at the beginning of the Northward Peninsula, but this is Taiga. This is a little bit north of what's that place called? Like Sand Dune, Moon Dune, something like that. I need to get my name straight. And I need to also bring some shears. Okay, so we're going to call it there. Go ahead and drop anchor and park. Good. And our ship will create a little bit of light of its own. And I'm going to put down the boarding dock right now so that we can get back up here if we need to. Well, when we need to, because we definitely will. Spider jockey? I think that's a spider jockey. No, it's not. Wow. Okay, so, we're gonna have to pick... Oh, dear. We cannot have environmental destruction here. We're gonna have to pick one of these trees which is inset from the land a little bit, and, yet also not on the coast, because I don't want to scar the... environment. So we have to look out for creepers as well. Doggone it, it's another one. I like that grove of trees. That's not near the coast. We'll get that one. Jeez, where did y'all come from? Oh, yes! Rare drop. Okay, so I like this grove of trees right here. These three. I'm going to take this one, the middle one, and we're going to replant it. So let's just... Yes, spruce wood. We're in the southern taiga of Norsden land. So I'm going to await a sapling to drop so that we can replant the tree first. And then second... there we go. Second, get a number of them so that we can go back home and plant them, and then I won't have to come up here again for another spruce sapling. There's one. I think we'll do with 3. We're kind of far away, but I think 3 should be enough. If I don't get 3, that's okay. And then when I'm done with this, we'll head back to we'll head back home. And then I'll go ahead and stop the video. Wow, just one. I'm going to pause and wait for those to come down. Okay, so I still only have one sapling. I'm kind of tired of waiting here, so let's see. Well, that was fruitless. Oh well, one is just enough. Meanwhile, the sun is rising, and we're going to head back now. One interesting project would be to walk all the way back home on the land, but that would take forever. There you go, battle to the death. I need to get my timing better with that. Okay, so here's the boat. And I will see you guys. That is a beautiful grove of spruce there. I will see you guys back home for the finishing off of the Sheraprenov. Okay, you guys gotta check this out. I just went over an oil geyser and it launched me up in the air. Here, we gotta turn around and then get our speed up, and then we're gonna launch over this thing. Okay, check this out. Wow. That was crazy. I didn't look at to see how much air we got, but that was insane. So, we're almost back to New Venice now. We're about 500 miles east of it now. So we're going to go ahead and I'll go ahead and keep the video going, because you're probably going to want to see how quickly we can get into the harbor now that it's newly dredged. There I can see Route N1, and this would be the harbor entrance right here. So I dredged this middle portion and the upriver portion, so we now should be able to just sail right in without running aground, like we used to in the past. Perfect. Now we just pull up to our docking station, which is whatever this is supposed to be here, and then park it. So I have to do a little bit of parallel parking here with this thing. Okay, that's about the spot there, so we'll go ahead and drop anchor and shut down. We were one off, but that's okay, because we can still go back and forth there. And as you can see now, we no longer hit bottom, because I've dredged it. Okay, so we have our spruce tree. I want to start farming these immediately, because they're rare. So we're going to put that down. They're rare, at least here. And I will restart the video, and then continue. So now we have a rare creeper head and some gunpowder that we need to distribute, and this is just some more stuff. Right now, here's our spruce wood, which means we can finish it off. this case, not finish it off, but share up and off. Right. Wooden wheels. Here we come. Right. Oh, okay. I think I know what's going on. I'm gonna put these in the crafting table, and then I'm gonna be trolled and be like, "Huh, you didn't have to get these all along." Okay, I am officially pissed. Let me be right back. Okay, so it's not spruce wood. That would be way too logical. Whoa, that's cool looking through all... How have I not noticed that before? There's like 10 windows in a row here, and it's like the tunnel effect. No, that would be way too logical. It turns out that it's jungle wood. And we have a problem, because I have no discovered jungle. So we're in big trouble. The only thing that I can guess is if there were a jungle, it would probably be just down somewhere here on the equator. So we went north, now we're gonna have... Hang on a second. Can I use a spruce wood? Yes! Wow, I would have really trolled myself if that was the case. And we got two sets of wooden wheels. So this is it now. We put an iron chimney up at the top. I don't know why it's red. Is it telling me there's something wrong there? But yes, that's so great. No jungle wood. And let me also check and see if oak wood even will do it. Okay, even oak wood works. So technically the spruce strip wasn't necessary, but that's okay. Perfect. Man, that really irritated the heck out of me. Okay, and now we put our stick down here. We put a wooden frame here. Then we build the firebox in. Oh, I see. That was in the wrong place. Okay. And we build our boiler next to the firebox and inside the housing, leaving... What's left? 2 wooden wheels. Wait, what? Okay, I'm officially confused. So this could be it now. Sharapranov, maximum speed 30 kilometers per hour. I'm not sure why it did that, but there it is. We have it now. Nothing can stop us. We've just invented a train, and it's our very first train. Let's see what we need to do for our second train. So, perfect. We know we have these. We have this. Okay, so for the generic steam locomotive, we're going to need to build more wooden frames. That's okay. It's super easy. More sticks, super easy. I guess it's iron wheels. That's a little bit more tough. And a wooden cab. But other than... Oh, and I don't think I have any roses. I'll have to check on that and see if maybe they're elsewhere, because I don't think I have any roses. But other than that, all these exotic resources, other than that, we pretty much have our second train as well. But I don't want to do that right now. We're going to store our parts in here. That's why I love this storage container here. And my God, my inventory is a mess. Just put the buckets back and the wooden wheels back. And then I prefer to keep the guide in here. So let's see how fast I can organize my inventory. Right, so that was actually pretty fast. Don't think there's anything to put in here. Okay, and I did get some more food, of course. I did a little bit of farming up there at the thing. Okay, so now we need to distribute the stuff that we got, the monster products. Oh, what was I going to do with the lever? I had a flashback last night, and I'm trying to remember, what was I going to use this lever for? I think I was going to use it for the switch between the Transcontinental and other line. Okay, so there's the creeper head there. And the monster products go in here. I think I was going to use that on the Transcontinental line, where the junction between the Transcontinental and the southern line. Okay, so I'm going to distribute these, and I'll come back in a minute. I have so much copper now, it's insane. But as much as that is, it's only a tiny fraction of the amount that I'm going to need in the future to generate my super, super, super powerful, almost nearly equals MC squared powerful rocket fuel in the future. The far future. Okay, so it's a bright and early morning, and we have a... Oh, it even lists me as the creator. Sharapranov. Right, so a bright and early morning, we're going to set this down out on the main line, and then we're going to test it around. I don't want to bring it into the twists and turns just yet. Wrong room. The twists and turns just yet, nor the subway, because I don't know how it's going to handle. So I want to drive it around on the surface first. Let's see if we can do a promo on it. Invented by the Russians. Oh, God. The Sharapranov boasts a primitive steam engine with 150 shaft horsepower and a maximum speed of 30 kilometers per hour. It's about the toughest hunk of steel this side of the age. Right, so I'm gonna put the switch down. There we go. Done. Okay, here we go. So let's see what this guy looks like. Oh, wow. It's tiny. Wow, this is really tiny. It has a tall stack, though. I don't know why that is. Let's see what happens if I hop on it. Ooh, whoops. Okay. So I'm on it now. Oh, God. I'm going to have to press R to open the inventory. Click. I hate that. See, now my inventory just got all screwed up. Okay, so we have a GUI here. We have a carts pulled, mass pulled, speed reduction. Can we actually do that? Can we actually put a speed reduction on it? Acceleration and brake reduction. Fuel consumption. Is this for the... yeah, that's for that. Fuel consumption, the amount of fuel, -1, meaning false, I assume. The amount of power we have, the state and heat level, and the maximum speed and a destination. So how do we assign it a destination? That's interesting. I'd like to know that. But I think I think we need water, and we might need something else. I know we'll need water. We might need something else. So I'm going to leave it here on the track, and we're going to head back to... oh, shoot, I forgot. There's no actual connection between the subway and the main lines. So we're going to have to pick it up. But it's tiny. It's like the size of a pig. You should be able to pick it up easily. Well, no, because it's made of iron, but still. Okay, alright, let me see if I can change that key command, because I am so pissed off about it. I think I've done it now. Inventory button should be I, which I was told doesn't do anything. Let's try. Perfect. It doesn't do anything. And watch it be the button to summon super nukes to your location. I could have just summoned 8 super nukes. But no, that would be ridiculous. Okay, so what am I... oh, right. Water. So it is true what they say. Steam engines are a lot like animals. You have to feed them coal and water. Well, normal animals don't eat coal. But they you know, they breathe, and it's kind of like living and that sort of thing. Where's my buckets? There they are. So hopefully 3 will be enough to start. It's a tiny steam engine, so I can't imagine it needing any more than 3. It's funny because it's a Russian train, but it's like really, really tiny, because usually Russians engineer stuff on like a grand, massive scale. Like when you're talking about the attempted moon landing project and the Trans-Siberian Railway and a whole bunch of other like big stuff that they've engineered in the past. How much time do we have left? Okay, we still have a few hours. We should be able to get a little bit of testing in. I really hope it doesn't need a third thing, because if I have to supply it with water and coal, it's gonna really suck. Oh, I left it over here. Additionally, we may have to put some pots down to the side of the train for water refills, just some infinite water sources. No, come on! Gosh dang it! It didn't work. Man, I told it what the heck? Let me try another key. So as it would seem, we're stuck with R. I'm going to disable that stupid inventory mod. It screws up my inventory and I can't see it. Ah, okay, so I've just dumped a bucket load of water into the thing. Now, I'm also going to feed it 1 coal. Ah, listen to that! We're making steam. Did I install a horn? I did! Oh my gosh! Okay, so I take it the red is our heat, and the blue is the amount of water, and I think the idea is you want to stop the coal before the water runs out, or you're in trouble. Alright, let's see this thing move. We're going. What the heck happened? I have no idea what's going on right now, but we're moving. It works. We're moving under our own power. let's see what happens if I push it out to maximum speed. Okay, so that's as fast as we're going. And I like it. Right, okay, so we'll use this for the first time to take us close to the, drop-off point, where we'll go for the, wow, the fuel works really good. We're still going. I'm gonna stop it here. And put the brake on. That sucks. Look at the amount of fuel left. And we're going to waste all of that, but that's okay. It's getting dark now, so we're going to have to leave you... What was that? We're going to have to leave you here for the night engine. We'll be back, and oh my god, thanks for the ride. Oh my gosh. I am so excited. I'm probably going to spend like an hour just driving on my railroads. Just imagine crossing the continent on that thing. It'd take forever, but I mean, the journey would be fantastic. The next thing we need to do is test its ability to navigate sharp turns, twists, and bridges. In addition, we also have to make sure that it can effectively climb and descend slopes before we bring it into the subway. And we should also run it through a switch just to check that as well. So I will restart the video when I get back there. You know, I was wondering what to do with all that redstone doing the stations and all, and I think I figured it out now. All of our electric trains are going to be running on redstone. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to get pissed off if you can't halt the fuel consumption of electric trains. Because if you just turn the switch off, or you disconnect it from the pantograph or the third rail, you're not wasting any power. Therefore, you should be able to shut off. Oh my gosh! It's still running after the whole night. Alright, take me to Buzzuconjour Beach. We're not moving. Why aren't we moving? Oh, we got the brake on. Stupid me. There we go. Alright. So we're holding a steady 30 kilometers per hour, which is it's a decent speed. It's a decent speed given our technological prowess. I'm just happy that we can see, and we can even craft on board and eat and do a whole bunch of other stuff. We can move on under our own power, and that's not going to waste my hunger or anything else. The next thing I need to check is whether or not I've installed a safety feature to it. So I'm going to slow the train down and get off and see what happens. Okay, I have not installed a safety feature. So in the future, unless I install safety features, which is not actually under my control, please, yes, we pushed him out of the way. I can't see in front of me very well. Caught the leaves. In the future, I'm going to have to be very careful when I get the faster trains. Right, so then we'll also have to do other things for the speed limit, like, for the line, like do speed limits and then horn signals, like, for example, haha, sound, I'm on a train, try and catch me. We're about halfway to Buzzuconjour Beach now, and it's not even noon, which is good. So we'll have to do horn signals for grade crossings and stuff. Like, I like how it holds the speed over the edge and that I don't have to manage it. So, like, when we cross the highways, like, I believe, yes, we will definitely cross N1. We're going to signal before we cross N1. Now, is it going to tell me how far we've moved? Oh, come on. Why doesn't it have an odometer? It needs to have an odometer. Is the distance by minecart tracking? I hope that works. 1.32 kilometers. Now we'll go to the end of the line and see if that changes. If it changes, then it means we can use the achievement to rack our odometer. Distance. Okay, so we're coming up to the bridge. That's something worth giving a whistle to. We seem to be doing pretty well with our navigation so far. I don't see any problem in terms of navigating the problem. Okay, here's our grade crossing. And here's Buzzuconjour Beach. We did it. Almost New Venice to Buzzuconjour Beach on half a piece of coal. I am frankly impressed beyond words. Let's check our distance by minecart now. Yes, it works. So we can use our distance as an odometer, and we can figure out what the length of our railroads are. Perfect. We'll need to return soon because it's noon. This time I want to see if I can bring it into Central Station. It'll be the grand arrival of the first train to Central Station. It's just big enough for me to stand on, but that's okay. We'll also have to install some sort of turntable feature because I kind of hate backing up like this. Oh shoot, I forgot to honk for the grade crossing. Or since it's a whistle, say whistle. There was also another thing that I was going to be irritated about. Oh yeah, and that is the fact that I have to press R every time. But hopefully once I get rid of that stupid inventory mod, it will take care of it. Sweet, and I can even go through vines. That makes me happy. It's so comfortable. It's like, riding a little narrow gauge railroad or like a model train that they would have at a park. Or a narrow, yeah, I said that, narrow gauge railway. A miniature railway. It's very nice to ride on. See, we're just moving through the trees in the forest. No problem, unless it rains. But our next train will have a canopy to protect us from the rain. What do I even look like when I'm on the train? I'm actually sitting down on it. That's pretty funny. That doesn't look right. That's pretty funny. Wow, so I'm just like sitting on this little steam chest here. That's hilarious. So graceful just looking at the scenery going by. I'm proud. I am very proud. Like, my goal was just to get to move a couple meters, and it looks like we're going to do a round trip from Buzzuconjour Beach to New Venice on a single... What was that? Are we here already? I thought that was like a... Okay. I guess we just turned... I thought that was a siding or something. I was about to say, I didn't install that. A single piece of coal. A round trip from New Venice to Buzzuconjour Beach. That's almost unheard of. And we're moving at a pretty good pace, too. I dare not get off the train because I don't think we're moving any faster than walking, but you never know. If I get off the train, the reduced weight might send it vaulting forward, and it could just speed up and speed up and speed up and then crash. Can we get... Yes. I'm a little bit concerned about the spacing. I think it can fit through the tunnels. But then again, so is the electrical motor drive thing that I've planned. Okay, so we're approaching We're approaching Enterprise and the subway. Cutting it really close on time. I think I'm going to park at Enterprise because I do not want to be near mobs on this train. It's too precious for that. Yeah, I would not have enough time. Okay, so I'm gonna park it. I think we're gonna have our we might have like a junction line here. A junction line here and the corresponding station with Enterprise. So we're gonna park it here for the night. Let's put the parking brake on. Oh yeah, so there's the fuel consumption. I don't know what 20 ticks is. I assume it's like an eighth of a second or something. So we're going to leave it there for the night, and I will be back tomorrow morning. Okay, so with our high-speed boat system, we've mastered the ocean. We can travel quickly over the ocean. With the development of the train technology, we'll be able to travel fast on the land as well. So now we can reach almost any part of Norsden land quickly, provided that we have enough stuff to put down to allow us to travel there, which is the iron in our rails. Still going after the second night. Let's see what our fuel is. We're going to run out soon, but I think we'll have enough to get there. Right, parking brake again. So here we go. Over the switch. That's going to be our first switch. And I'm actually a little bit worried about what's called tunnel blowback. And that is when you go into a tunnel, your firebox, if it's open, it can blow back. Here it goes. Okay. I think we navigated that successfully. Let me double check that because I want to go forward again, and let's see if we should turn to go very slowly because I will derail if I. Okay, perfect. Successful navigation. Okay, so we can navigate switches too, which is essential. Here's a grade crossing. We're close to it, and a bridge. There we go. So the firebox blowback can actually burn you because the flames leap out at you. So I'm a little bit concerned that when we go into the tunnel we might have that issue, but hopefully they've weeded that out. Horn. Why isn't my horn going on? Maybe there's an issue with hitting it too many times. And we have to navigate the track infrastructure. We're coming in close. And since I'm concerned, I know it's going to take a long time, but I'm going to slow us down to 12 kilometers per hour because I do not want any problems. Here we go. We're going down into the tunnel. Okay. We seem to be okay with the ceiling. Hopefully that won't be a problem. I don't think we have any blowback. We're in the tunnel now, going under the harbor. This is so exciting. I'm not even joking. Like, it's exciting to know right now we're on a train under our harbor. Okay, so here it is. And it looks like we're going into track 3. Okay, we're navigating the infrastructure. Now, as long as we, I guess that's track 4. As long as we go into track 4, we're all set. Now arriving on track 4 for the first time ever. Hey, dude, look at me! I'm riding a train for the first time ever. A train. The Sharapranov. And here we are. And I even got off onto the station platform. Why is it still... Oh, yeah, I didn't put the parking brake on. There we go. We still have a little bit of fuel. concerned about all the smoke that's... forgot to mention that, the smoke. But we do have this open area ear, so because the smoke rises, it should go out through ear. I hope the smoke isn't causing him to get high. I like this area as like a parking spot, but oh shoot, I didn't put down the levers yet for the junctions, so those weren't real junctions. It doesn't really matter anyway. Okay, so I'll be back. I'm gonna put those levers down now. Okay, so it's done now, and so now's what I've done was, oh, this is gonna stink because there's we've just run out of fuel. But basically what I've done was, so we're going to end up wasting one coal, but it goes so far, it's unbelievable. Okay, so there we go. Just fired it up again. I'm going to take the brake off now. And so now what I've done is set the switches to park in my... Oh, we're still cold. There we go. We can move now. Did we just turn around? What the heck caused that? Okay, so I have set the switches to have me park in a special parking space off here to the side. We seem to be navigating these tight 1x1 corners pretty well. Of course, the last thing I want to do is try the subway. That's going to be monumental if we can get that to work. Okay, so I'm going to stop it here. Perfect. Uh-oh, I hear a crime. So that's our little parking garage there. Oh, that's why. It's because we're near the north border. Oh, that's cool. I can hear the trains. I can hear the trains from down there. That's cool. So, oh my gosh, that means when the subway goes through, you can hear it like whining through. That's cool. That is really cool. So, I was just thinking to myself, we're going to test it on the subway now, so I should just carry it away to, what's the name of that station? To the Enterprise station. So I thought, okay, but then, no, it's a train, which means, which means I took the wrong platform, which means we drive it to the station. And then transfer it to the metro. So we're going to use a really slow maneuvering speed around here to get through here. I can see right now, because of the speed limits, I don't want any of my trains going any faster than 40 kilometers per hour in the tunnel. There will hold 12 kilometers per now, and we're going to have to stop to switch the switch. So here's what I was talking about in the subway when I'd have to get off, put a switch, and then get back in. So here we are again. We're going through the tunnel. This time I'm going to accelerate to about 25 kilometers an hour just to make sure that we can go up through here without me banging my head on the ceiling. Okay, we seem to be doing pretty good. And I think we can take grades as well. I heard a mob. I don't know if we have enough speed to outrun a creeper, which is something I haven't considered. Ooh, are we going to pick that up now? We are. Oh, God. Yeah, so this is what I was worried about. I can just about keep up with it with walking, though. Why can't I get back inside? There we go. Yeah, so that was scary, and I was doing 25 kilometers per hour. So if I was doing 30, I might almost have to sprint, which, you know, is cause for concern. I was rightly concerned about not being able to keep up with it. So, reference, even if it's in the sky, never right-click. Okay, so now I'm going to stop it. I'm going to hit the switch. And now we go again. Perfect. And since the switches are set for red, the red line, we should be able to cruise through without switching too many switches. And I'm so excited because... the heck is that? I'm super excited because let's see if we can we have to put the brake on. Sorry, I'm super excited because we're going to be able to test it out. Like, who cares if it's night or if it's raining or anything else? It's a subway. Okay, so we got it back by hitting it around. So we're going to put it on the subway trackage now. And here it is. Oh, crud, we lost the water. Yeah, see, so we're gonna need to do something where we put, like, there's like a gate with a portal and a whole bunch of other stuff that says, attention, you are now leaving the subway, end third rail, and all this other stuff, like saying no electric trains past this point, kind of thing. And then we're gonna probably have it join up here, because I can't just keep losing stuff like that. I mean, given with water, it's no big deal with water, because water is just, you know, water. But still, I mean, like, in the case of coal, we lost the coal, and that's going to stink. So, you don't want to run out of coal. Because coal is somewhat valuable. I have to restore that. Oh, wait, no, it's just going to mess up again as soon as I press R again. Yep. So we have water now, which means we just give it a little bit of coal. And we're huffing and puffing on the subway. So I think what we're going to do... Okay, what's going on? That was weird. I guess it does that when you're warm. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do now is test the eastbound and westbound red line. If that's successful, then I'm going to test the eastbound and westbound blue line. If that's successful, I think we can end our episode, and I will continue traveling every track. Oh, this is going to be interesting here. All these turns here. I hope we can navigate these. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay, we did it. Great. So we're approaching the Faraday Center now. I'm going to put it up to 20 kilometers. I think when this is done, you know, 40, 50 kilometers, we should be able to do 50 kilometers. I'm thinking 40 kilometers per hour will be our limit when we're inside the tunnel. At absolute maximum. And here it comes, the 1x2 tunnel. Can we fit? Can we fit? All right. I don't see any problems. We're underway in a subway. We're also losing a little bit of speed. Okay, so here's the blue line junction. Perfect. We're still going. I'm putting it up to the maximum 30 kilometers per hour and seeing if this works. Yeah, right, stupid thing. Now arriving, for the first time ever, Sharaponov, acting as the subway. And I got off on the platform. Ladies and gentlemen, our subway is now active. Actively pumping smoke into the, into my house, that is. But we officially have a subway, and we can now use this to transfer. I saw no problems on the red line. Oh shoot, is there no junction track? There should be a junction track here. Oh well, we'll hit it when we go through the other side. We're now going to take it back at full speed, just to proof of oh, I can't see anything now. Just to prove that it will work. Oh, station, right? Doors opening. Yeah, so now we're at interchange right now. Doors closing. And now we're going to... Oh shoot, we're on the wrong... Yeah, if I don't switch that, we're going on the orange line. I'm going to have to fix that, because that's a problem. I can't believe I didn't see that. So we should be good now. Yep. Alright, now I have to fix this again. Okay, that's potentially a problem. And that's an even bigger problem. I can't get through. That, yeah. I can't switch that. That's going to be a huge problem. Oh, no, stop. Stop going down there. You're going to go on the blue line. This is frustrating. Also, the train seemed to turn itself around. Okay, this is going to be a big problem. I was not anticipating that. There we go. Don't do it. Now we got to do this one too. Oh shoot, we're actually taking a hit when we do that. Where the heck is this? Where is this stupid crossover? There should have been a crossover by now. Finally. Okay, now we can speed up. Yes, and we navigated the crossway perfectly as well. Uh-oh, we're above ground again. But that worked, other than missing a crossover. If we fix that, and then check this, from a blue line train, I stop, then I move forward again, and we're magically put onto the other line. But that's the problem, is I need to get that, there needs to be a crossover at my Capitol building. That's a problem, and it needs to be fixed immediately. Because it's making me switch every switch as I go. And I shouldn't have to do that. Like this, I don't have to switch any switch now because of that. See, and it's nighttime and I don't give a crap. We're in a tunnel. Put the brake on. And we're going to need... This should be fairly easy. We just need 2 levers, 2 pieces of track, but I'll bring 3 or 4 just in case. Oh, there's a lever in there already. Okay. So now I need 1 lever. So this is what I did earlier, is... The heck? Oh. So this is what I was doing earlier, was making these crossovers. Oh shoot. I think this is an easy fix though. Nothing but cobble. Go. Yeah, that should be okay. Okay. Good. Yeah, so then what we do now is just put these down through here. 2-track to lay the crossover. 2 switches. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so this is set right. And now this is set right. So what's going to happen now is when we stop, and this is why I like this system so much. We're at a turnaround. What the heck? Just put these extra rails up. We're at a turnaround station right now, which means we're going to reverse direction and change our heading. But the good thing is our future subways will be bilateral, which means we can conduct from either end of the locomotive. But now we're heading back the other direction. So, you know, what the heck? But that's the point of the crossover, is now we're put onto the correct line and we're moving back. This time I cannot go above ground because it's night. But thanks to our crossovers, I should really think about calling them auto crossovers. Because look, I'm going to stop, and I'm going to head back the other direction, and they're just going to put me on the right track. So as far as I'm concerned, I think these are auto crossovers. Okay, now this will be challenging. I have to get off and switch for the blue line. Okay, so now we should continue on the blue line, and that's going to be tricky. I hope our train can navigate that. Here we go. I'm proud of it so far. We're doing really good. Okay, 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 okay. We did it! We just navigated a flying junction with ease at full speed. I can't believe it. This is making for a really exciting episode. This is going to be my favorite episode so far. We just went through another flying junction with the green line, and now we're going to link up with the yellow line. This is so exciting. We're now on the yellow line trackage. This is Ironwood. Chateau Library, Central Station, and North Center. Oh god, there's something up there. Okay, so let's hope we can navigate this turnaround. This is necessary. I was concerned about this earlier, and we're going to have to do it. If we can't do it, we're going to need a crossover. Okay, well, our train seems to have reversed direction, but other than that, it's okay. I'm alright with it doing that, because in the future our trains will look completely different. You can't tell when they turn around. I love how I know all this stuff in the future. Okay. So, line is set for yellow, which means I need to stop it now and switch for the blue line. So we're almost at the end now. Okay, now I'm going to temporarily park it here because I need to put the switch back again, because I don't want to... When we're driving around on the official lines, this isn't a problem, but I'm just free exploring. Okay, here's Coral Street. And this is the blue-green flying junction, which is different now. See, this is really confusing, but when I'm driving, it's okay, because it shouldn't happen. Now we're on the orange, well, we're concurrent with the orange line. That was the dockyards. This is interchange, and here now we should be back on red. And this is Lemon Island. So now we're going to quickly go back before any mobs can chase us. And I think we've done it. We now have an... Oh, no, no, no. Oh, bad. Get. Wait a minute. No, this is set incorrectly. This is supposed to be set for red. No. Okay, now it's set for red. That's not supposed to happen. I must have forgotten to switch. Did I just do it again? I think I did it again. Oh well. Okay, so here is interchange again. And we're going to go back to red to start the journey again. So you can see I didn't even have to pick up my train once. The system is fully navigable, and that is the idea of the flying junction. Put the brake on. What the heck? How did I pick up a bunch of air? Oh, it sucked them out of my inventory. Wait, so is this a... Oh, this is a storage container. This thing has its own storage container. Door's opening. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We have officially built ourselves a train. It is fully capable of navigating our entire subway, or at least 90% of it. And we have tested it as such. The subway is... Or the train, the same train is also capable of driving at grade, above ground to Buzzuconjour Beach. It can move us, which is the most important thing. It's super fuel efficient, which makes me happy. And this is a great new technology that I just absolutely love. So this has been Norsden Land to Neso episode 14. And oh my god, what a great episode. And I will see you guys next time for... I actually don't know what's next. I guess it's probably Western Rail Line building. I may extend the rail line out to the quarry, but it'll be another episode before I extend it any further. I promise that. So, as the chuff of my train says, I will see you guys next time. Bye.